Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's health session, Neutralite Live 360 health session. Well, it is going to be an interesting topic. We have covered regarding your macronutrients and your circadian rhythm and certain habits as well. Today you will be listening about micronutrients. हाँ, बहुत कुछ you will think that अरे what is going to be different? You will definitely be listening to things like a phytonutrient, which I'm very sure you don't know much about, and क्यों हम बोलते हैं कि हर तरह के फल और सब्जी खानी चाहिए. But before we go and jump on to the main topic, I always personally look forward to this particular segment where we listen about a few, very key, I would say, hints or takeaways from our mentor, our guide, Farooq Tarapur, who is a double world champion in the sport of yachting. He has had 40 years of active sporting career internationally and nationally, with being a recipient of Arjuna Award, the Chhatrapati Shivaji Award, and many, many more. More so, he is at the age of almost 63, I believe, he is still as young and fit as a 21-year-old and very much, experienced and equipped to guide us through for our health. So I would request Farooq to share a few things with us before Deepika takes over. Handing it over to you, Farooq. Good evening.
Thank you, Veda. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this exciting Monday session. I just hope that you had your early dinner, done some exercise. In fact, just a few days ago, somebody is asking me that, what's your main mission about this? And we have this little phrase that Har Ghar Tandarust, Har Ghar medicine free. And we just want to, spread the awareness of what good holistic health is all about. And today I'm going to just, share with you something that I found, extremely interesting coming from a doctor. Okay. And it's such an eye opener that isn't this exactly what we are trying to do? This is from a doctor called Dr. Sarkar. And she's written, just tabulated just this little thing, which is so exciting and so similar to what, we are trying to, narrate or, spread the awareness about. Now, just imagine you had a fever for 2 or 3 days. And even if you didn't take any medicine, your body would have healed on its own in a few days. But you went to see a doctor. Right at the start, the doctor prescribed a bunch of tests. The test results didn't show any specific reasons for the fever. However, they found slightly elevated cholesterol and blood sugar level, something quite common in normal people. The fever subsided, but now you are no longer just a patient with fever. The doctor told you your cholesterol is high, your sugar is slightly elevated. That means you are pre-diabetic. You will need to start medication to control cholesterol and blood sugar. Along with this came multiple dietary restrictions. You may not have strictly followed the food restrictions. Now, see, this is the most important thing. But you did not forget to take the medicines. So, lifestyle change नहीं किया है, लेकिन आप medicine जरूर लोगे. 3 months pass, tests were done again. Your cholesterol levels dropped a bit, but now your blood pressure was slightly elevated. And another medication was prescribed. Now you are on 3 medicines. Hearing all this, your anxiety increased. You start thinking, what's next? Because of this worry, you started losing sleep. The doctor prescribed sleeping pills. And now your medicine count increased to 4. After taking all these medicines, you started experiencing acidity and heartburn. Doctor advised take a gas tablet on an empty stomach before meals. Now you are on 5 medicines. 6 months passed. One day you experienced chest pain and rushed to the emergency. After a full checkup, the doctor said, good thing you came in time. Otherwise, it could have been serious. More tests were recommended. After undergoing a series of expensive tests, the doctor told you, continue your current medicine, but now you add two more for the heart. Also, you should see an endocrinologist. Now you're on seven medicine. As advised by the cardiologist, you saw the endocrinologist. He added another diabetes medicine and a thyroid pill for mildly elevated thyroid levels. Now your on total medicine count was 9. Gradually, you started believing that you're seriously ill, heart patient, diabetic, insomniac, gas problems, thyroid issues, kidney issues, and the list goes on. No one told you that you could maintain your health through improved willpower, self-confidence, and lifestyle choices, which is what this whole community is all about. Make some lifestyle choices because lifestyle diseases are better handled by lifestyle choices. Instead, you were repeatedly told you were a severe patient, weak and incapable, and a broken person. 6 months later, due to the side effects of all this medicine, you started facing urinary problems. Further tests revealed possible kidney issues. The doctor conducted more tests. After seeing the report, he said creatine levels have slightly increased, but don't worry, as long as you take your medications regularly, he added two more medicine. Now you're on 11 medicines. You are now consuming more medicine than food, and due to the side effects of these drugs, you are slowly moving towards death. What if in the beginning, when you first visited the doctor for your fever, the doctor simply said, no need to worry, it's just a mild fever, no need for medicine, just take rest, drink plenty of water, eat fruits, fresh fruits and vegetables, do a brisk walk, and that's all. Okay. But then how would the doctor and the pharmaceutical company make a living? The biggest question. On both bases, do doctors declare patients as having high cholesterol, high BP, diabetes, heart disease, or kidney disease? Who sets these standards? Let's explore this a bit deeper. This is serious. This is not fake. I've counter-checked this. In 1979, the blood sugar levels considered diabetic was 200 mg per dl. At that time, only 3.5% of the world population was classified as type 2 diabetic. In 1997, just reverse the two figures, 79 and 97. Okay. Under pressure from insulin manufacturing companies, the diabetic threshold was lowered to 126 mg per dl. Imagine from 200, it came down to 126, which suddenly raised the diabetic population from 3.5% to 8%, meaning 4.5% more people were labeled diabetic without any real symptoms. In 1999, the WHO accepted this guideline. Insulin companies made massive profits and opened more factories. In 2003, the American Diabetic Association further reduced the fasting blood sugar levels to 100 mg per dl as the pre-diabetic standard. As a result, 27 of the people were suddenly classified as diabetic without cause. Currently, according to ADA, post-meal blood sugar of 140 mg per dl is considered diabetic. Because of this, around 50% of the global population is now labeled diabetic, many of whom are not truly ill. Indian pharmaceutical companies are trying to reduce this further to an HbA1c of 5.5, thus turning even more people into patients and increasing the. Many experts believe that HbA1c up to a considerably high figure should not be considered diabetics. In 2012, a major pharmaceutical company was fined 300 billion by the US Supreme Court. They were accused that between 2007 and 2012, their diabetes drug increased the risk of heart attacks by 43%. The company knew this in advance but deliberately hid it for profits. During that period, they earned 300 billion in profits. Imagine, they earned 300 billion, they were fined 3 billion. So that's also a pretty good deal. That is today's ultra-modern medicine system. Think, start thinking. Okay? Now, I'm not trying to say over here that, don't take medicine, doctors are bad. I'm just trying to make you aware that try and reduce your dependence on medication. Try and focus your energies on the right nutrition and the right exercise. Eat your stuff at the right time. Make sure that the macronutrients like protein and omega and carbs, are taken in the right quantities at the right time. Get out of this habit of eating snacks daily. Okay. Get out of this, bad habits of eating dinner late at night and then going to sleep. So all this really adds pressure on your overall holistic health. The key factor I've always noticed, that people forget the basic, that are you feeling energetic? If you are feeling I mean, have you ever seen a sick person being energetic? No. Okay. So if you're feeling energetic, probably nothing is really wrong with you. But if you're not feeling energetic, then maybe something is wrong with you. And when you reach that stage, try out the normal, holistic, good health way, before you start taking in lifestyle medication. So try and save yourself, of all these side effects. Come and join our communities where we will guide you and, show you a part of what good holistic health is all about. Today, you're very lucky because you're going to be listening from somebody who not only, made a lot of amendments in a macronutrient consumption, but she also realized, okay, why these micronutrients are so important. And when she made this realization and followed what the community was telling her to do, she made an amazing transformation. And her transformation, when you really look at it, you can't even believe that it is real. So listen to Deepika very carefully, because what she has to share will have a significant impact on your holistic health, not only yours, but your entire family and your friends around you. So over to you, Deepika.
Thank you so much, Farooq. Thanks a lot, Veda. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक है, बहुत ही कलरफुल टॉपिक है. इट्स आई थिंक इफ वी कैन फोकस ऑन दिस टॉपिक, it can fill a lot of beautiful colors in your life. It can fill a lot of healthy colors in your life. So let's get started. Let me just share the presentation. Okay. So like Veda said, we're going to be talking about role of micronutrients and rainbow connection. Very self-explanatory. Okay. So we're going to be talking about micronutrients. क्या होते हैं micronutrients? कैसे different हैं ये macronutrients से? क्यों जरूरी है हमारे लिए ये जानना कि micronutrients क्या हैं और उनको हम अपनी डाइट में कैसे inculcate कर सकते हैं? ये rainbow connection क्या है? कुदरत ने हमको बहुत सारे कलर्स दिए हैं. ऑल आर फ्रूट्स एंड वेजिटेबल्स, दे हैव अ डिफरेंट कलर. एंड अगर आप इस साइंस में थोड़ा सा डीप जाएंगे तो आप ये समझ पाओगे कि हर कलर से रिलेटेड कोई ना कोई हमारी बॉडी की रिक्वायरमेंट पूरी होती है. सो दैट इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट वी वुड वांट यू टू अंडरस्टैंड टुडे, टुनाइट. माइक्रोन्यूट्रिएंट्स, जैसे कि वर्ड सेल्फ एक्सप्लेनेटरी है, दो वर्ड से बना हुआ है, माइक्रो और न्यूट्रिएंट. माइक्रो वो चीज होती है जो थोड़ी क्वांटिटी में चाहिए होती है, और न्यूट्रिएंट्स हम सबको पता है कि आपकी लाइफ में, आपकी बॉडी को, आपके लाइफ में, मतलब फॉर यू टू बी हेल्दी यू नीड न्यूट्रिशन इन योर बॉडी एवरी सिंगल डे. दो तरह के न्यूट्रिएंट्स होते हैं. अब हम वी हैव विटामिन्स एंड वी हैव मिनरल्स. विटामिन्स में भी दो तरह की कैटेगरीज होती हैं. फैट सॉल्युबल होते हैं, वाटर सॉल्युबल होते हैं. इनको अभी हम थोड़ा और डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे इन द कमिंग स्लाइड्स. मिनरल्स जो होते हैं वो इनसॉल्युबल होते हैं. नाउ वाटर सॉल्युबल विटामिन्स जो होते हैं वो आपके होते हैं B1, B2, B6, B12, niacin and all these acids. Now you don't get scared. You don't really need to rectify all of this. What you need to understand is that on a daily basis, what vitamins and minerals do you require? There are essentially 11 minerals and 13 vitamins that your body needs on a daily basis. आपके खाने में इस समय, because of various agricultural practices, because of various food adulteration practices that are happening in today's fast-paced world, most of these daily requirement of vitamin and mineral does not get fulfilled in your daily diet. तो हम ये आपको इसलिए बता रहे हैं ताकि आपको थोड़ी सी इन डेप्थ नॉलेज हो. वाटर सॉल्युबल विटामिन्स वो होते हैं विच आर इजिली सॉल्युबल इन वाटर. दे हैव अ वेरी लो रिस्क ऑफ ओवरडोजिंग. तो ऐसा नहीं होगा कि इफ यू हैड अ लिटिल मोर इट कैन कॉज एनी इम्पैक्ट इन योर बॉडी. एंड दे मस्ट बी कॉन्स्टेंटली टेकन ऑन अ रेगुलर बेसिस. जो फैट सॉल्युबल विटामिन्स होते हैं, वेरी obvious, they dissolve very easily in fat. Yes, they do have some risk of overdosing. इसको रिमेंबर रखने का बड़ा सिंपल सा एक फॉर्मूला हमने यहाँ पे इजाद किया, विच इज कॉल्ड डेक, विच इज विटामिन डी, विटामिन ए, विटामिन के, विटामिन ई. नाउ ये जो विटामिन्स हैं ये हमारी बॉडी में सिंथेसाइज नहीं होते हैं, इसीलिए उनका एक देयर इज अ रिस्क ऑफ डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ दीज विटामिन्स. अनलाइक फैट्स, अनलाइक other nutrients, our body which it stores, which it absorbs from our food, and it stores for a for a rainy day, for a later usage at a later date. vitamins are not synthesized, so इनकी deficiency हो सकती है अगर आप इनको regular routine में नहीं ले रहे हो. Minerals क्या होते हैं? Minerals वो elements हैं which are found in earth and in foods that our body needs to develop and function normally. 4% हमारी बॉडी जो है दैट इज मिनरल. सो यू मस्ट हैव हर्ड अबाउट उसका सोडियम डाउन हो गया, उसका पोटेशियम बढ़ गया, उसमें जिंक की देयर वाज lack of zinc and calcium नहीं था, और so on and so forth. These are items that you again need to replenish by the type of food that you're eating. They also cannot be synthesized by the body and must therefore be taken from the diet. And a well balanced mineral intake is very very important. 11 तरह के मिनरल्स होते हैं, 13 तरह के वाइटामिन होते हैं. आगे पढ़ेंगे कि हम इसको अपने फूड या अपने डेली बेसिस पे हाउ कैन वी सप्लीमेंट देम. नाउ व्हाई आर vitamins एंड मिनरल्स important? मिनरल्स क्या करते हैं? मिनरल्स दे हेल्प इन द डीएनए सिंथेसिस इन योर बॉडी. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. हम सबका एक अपना एक डीएनए कोड है विच वी पास ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट जनरेशन. रेगुलर रेगुलेशन ऑफ हार्ट बीट. नाउ वी ऑल अंडरस्टैंड दैट दिल है तो बाकी दिल ठीक चल रहा है तो बाकी बॉडी मोर और लेस ठीक चलेगी. सो कितनी रेगुलर रिदम पे आपकी हार्ट बीट परफॉर्म कर रही है, फंक्शन कर रही है, मिनरल्स really impact that. They impact the formation of your bone. So a healthy body is a body which can run around, like Farooq just said, which is not weak all the time, which is active, which is on the job all the time. So yes, it helps in formation of bones. Oxygen transport. सोचिए अगर आपकी बॉडी के हर सेल तक ऑक्सीजन नहीं पहुंच रहा तो उसके क्या सिवियर इम्पैक्ट्स हो सकते हैं. बिकॉज blood carries oxygen to various parts of our body. But if there is not enough minerals or the required mineral, that may not happen. It also regulates your bodily fluids. So that is what minerals do. Vitamins क्या करते हैं? Vitamin vision. It's a beautiful world out there for you to appreciate the colors, for you to appreciate all the beauty around you. You need to have a great eye health. आपके immune function को, like Farooq just now said, a healthy body is a happy body. And if you what if you don't even have the need to go to a doctor? Have being a part of this entire team for over a decade now, I can vouch for this that I have not seen most of our champions and our leaders actually visiting a doctor in the last decade or so, or even more. How much in control will you feel? How good would you feel about yourself? How confident would you feel about yourself? How happy would you feel about yourself? How healthy would you feel about yourself if you are able to take care of minor ailments every now and then in your body and not feel the need to go to a doctor? Because unfortunately, I mean, with due regards to all the doctors, unfortunately there is a big chunk of so to say, there are people who are probably not leading you the right path as far as your health is concerned. So yes, what if your immune function is so strong that you can take care of all of these minor ailments or some of the lifestyle diseases also and reverse them for yourself? Skin health. We all focus on buying the most expensive cameras. I see people going crazy, using filters, etc., etc. But I think सबसे healthy filter या सबसे healthy aspect जो आपका है वो है having a great skin. If your skin is clear, if your skin is soft, it's supple, it's healthy, you really don't need any fancy cameras or because that's how the world is operating nowadays. Your nerve health. Your nerves will be stronger, your nerves will be they will function at optimally. So that's what vitamins do. They also have a severe impact on your bone health. Antioxidants, they really replenish our body with all the antioxidants that it requires, thereby eliminating the oxidation process, which can have severe impact and harm our body in ways more than one. It definitely affects the smooth functioning of metabolic processes in our body, which we will learn. Okay, now boost your health with vitamins and minerals. Just a quick snapshot के कौन से vitamins और minerals आपकी किस चीज को address करते हैं. You may want to go ahead and take a picture of this. Vitamin A takes care of your eye health. Vitamin D, vitamin K, magnesium and calcium minerals take care of your bone health. Your skin health greatly gets impacted by vitamin E. Immunity के लिए we always recommend vitamin C, zinc and selenium. Nerve health के लिए you need vitamin B1, B2, B12 and B6. great hair. Aajkal, I think even the youngsters today know that to have good hair, you need biotin, enough biotin in you. Red blood cells are taken care of by iron, copper, and dietary folate. Pancreatic health gets impacted by chromium, the levels of chromium in your body. Connective tissue health is taken care by manganese. Thyroid gland is taken care by iodine. I think ये हमें बचपन से याद है, if you remember. When we were small, we used to talk about, आप क्या आपके salt में, iodine and all that. Does it have iodine, etc. Your good energy levels are taken care by vitamin B3, B5, phosphorus, and dietary folate, and anti-inflammatory properties are taken care by molybdenum. So yes, take a screenshot. But screenshot तो ले लिया. Screenshot लेने के बाद, how effectively will you be able to incorporate all of this in your daily diet? Well, I have an answer for you for that, which I will come to a little later. Now, what happens when you don't have enough minerals? डिप्रेशन होता है, बॉडी मेंटली फटीक होता है, आप यू डोंट फील गुड अबाउट योर सेल्फ, यू डोंट हैव द एनर्जी टू डू अ लॉट. बिकॉज यू डोंट हैव द एनर्जी टू डू अ लॉट, you are far less productive. Because you're far less productive, you get into this cycle of, I'm not good enough, I'm not doing enough, I'm not able to do few things, I am, wasting my time, and it can lead to severe depression. It definitely leads to blurred vision. कॉग्निशन आपका इफेक्ट होता है, आपकी मेमोरी वीक होती चली जाती है, यू विल स्टार्ट फॉरगेटिंग थिंग्स मोर ऑफन. Muscle weakness. Now, please understand, from day one, ever since I have heard Farooq talk about weight loss, I have always, heard him talk about gaining muscle. So, even if you're on a weight loss journey, fantastic, but make sure that you're taking care of your muscles, because once your muscles weaken for whatever reason, your entire body grip on itself, the muscles really, when they are tight and they take care of your skeletal structure, if your muscles become weak, it will severely impact the overall stature of your body and your ability to get up and do things. You will, like I said, you will be in a confused state, क्योंकि कुछ चीजें याद नहीं रहती, थोड़ा सा mental clarity नहीं रहेगी. I don't know how many times I remember when my dad was a little, he was unwell. When his iodine was going down, and his those that chart used to, so, his potassium was going up, iodine was going down, this was going down. We could actually see him, having a slurry tone, not remembering what he said to us yesterday, or probably talking, things which are totally things which are totally unrelated. And yes, loss of appetite. So enough nutrition is required for you to just continue doing what you're doing at the same pace for the rest of your life. कहाँ से मिल रहे हैं आपको आपके micronutrients? That's a beautiful chart that you see on your right. You can see lots of fruits, you can see lots of vegetables, you can see lots of milk-based products, you can see lot of non-vegetarian animal source products, as much as they are here. But the more you can rely on plant-based products for your vitamins and mineral requirement, the better it is. Simple reason being that, there is a lot of adulteration that's happening. The meat or the chicken that you're eating today, thinking that it's good source of protein, it is also a big source of lot of other unwanted steroids, a lot of other unwanted things that are going in your body because of simple rule of demand versus supply. Things are not as much as they are required in the market. I don't want to get into that, but yes, long story short, rely more on plant-based than animal-based. It is also depicting that what vitamin or mineral you can get from which food type. For example, vitamin C is abundantly available in kiwis, oranges, tomatoes. Vitamin D is there in fish, in cheese, in mushrooms, etc. So yes, a good ready reckoner for you to see how you can supplement it in your daily diet. Okay. Again, good idea to click a picture. These are where do you get your vitamin A, D, E, K, C, etc. This is a small list. This is not in, the complete list. If you want, we can, try and figure it out as much as we can for you. But yes, click a picture, things like vitamin B9 or folic acid. Now, dark green leafy vegetables, you would have turnip green, spinach, romaine lettuce. Now, the problem is that how many times will you actually sit every day in the morning and figure out कि मुझे क्या लेना चाहिए? But as long as you're a part of this community, and that is exactly why we always say, and I'll come back to the same topic with a smile on my face and maybe even sound a little nagging, that until and unless you get confident about the fact that aapki plate pe jo cheez hai that is taking care of your daily dietary requirement, it will be a great idea to share your meal plates 3 times a day with our health coaches, because that is how you will get a better understanding of what exactly are you consuming every single day, and is it actually catering to your daily dietary requirement. Okay. Now, where can you get your minerals from? You can get your calcium from milk, cheese, green leafy vegetables, abundant calcium, which will fortify your bone health. Your chloride you can get from table salt, celery, tomatoes are packed with chloride. Magnesium you will get with whole grain cereals, legumes, nuts loaded with magnesium, which control your muscle and nerve function. Nuts and seeds will give you a lot of phosphorus. Bananas and coconut water is a good source of potassium. Sodium you will get from your table salt, of course, your cheese, vegetable juices, etc. So again, good idea to click a picture. Now, a little statistics which says 8 out of 10 Indians suffer from micronutrient deficiency. 8 out of 10 is 80% Indians suffering from a micronutrient deficiency. Do you realize that today, if that is the case, what would be the state of our population, say 5 to 10 years from now? Like Farooq, I think in one of the last sessions, he said that, once suddenly one day we get up and we say, यार कल तक तो सब ठीक था, आज ये क्यों हो गया? कल तक सब ठीक नहीं था. It's just that things were brewing at a much deeper level, which we were not realizing. When you don't attend to, or when you don't pay attention to taking care of your micro and macro requirements on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, on a yearly basis, there will be a day when you get up in the morning and suddenly you will feel, you're feeling a little soreness in your bones, you're feeling a little soreness in your muscles, etc., etc. And the things keep going from bad to worse from there on. So we need to take a pause for the cause, which is your great health today itself. You are a part of this community. You guys are attending these sessions. You are listening to what we have to say. You are seeing what we are showing. Maybe it's a good time to, take charge of your health and make sure that from today onwards, you do not fall prey to the marketing gimmicks of various products, packaged products, etc. But cook your meals at home, cook them fresh, don't store them in freezers, don't store them in fridge for too long, because that also severely depletes the nutrient values. Well, India's record micronutrient study, now this is what it says, that nutritional deficiencies in Indian women. Vitamin D, about 70 to 90% deficiency in Indian women. Iron is about 50%, calcium is 40.6%, so on and so forth. Now imagine there is a lady who also has to take care of giving birth to 1 or 2 children, and if the mother is so deficient, what is going to happen to the children in the long run? As it is, women have, there are a lot of hormonal changes that they go through at a later point of time in their life. If they are already working on their reserves, how far would that body go healthily and safely towards their, 70s and 80s? So women, as much as you love your family and as much as efforts we take to take care of their nutritional requirement and whatever they like to have, we also need to take charge of our own health, because in any household, if the woman falls sick, trust me, 50 to 60% of the household activities come to an absolute, standstill. So, आप अपना ध्यान रखिए. अगर आप, there's a saying which says you cannot pour from an empty cup. So have your cups full so that you can take care of your family for much longer period of time. Are you getting enough nutrition? How healthy are your vegetables? Green beans, days from field to plate, if it's about, 11 to 15 days from the time it's been plucked to the time it's coming onto your table, the typical nutrient loss is about 45%. I don't know how much do you know or how much are you aware of this, but being a part of this community for such a long time, I know for sure that most of the fruits that we eat today are not even of the season. They are actually, kept in the cold storage and they are revived, etc., etc. And they, why is it that you can have a winter vegetable like cauliflower right in the month of June anywhere in India? And why is it that a bottle gourd kind of a loki or ghia that you call, which is a summer vegetable available even in December in any part of India? That's because they're all being stored in cold storages. So we are talking about a couple of days, 11 to 15 being the maximum. What if you are consuming fruits and vegetables which are perhaps more than 2 to 3 months old, or maybe older than that? The nutrient value in those have severely depleted. And on top of that, what we do, we bring them home, we'll keep it in the fridge for a long, we'll cook them for, for the next 5 days. Most of the people, at least here in Bangalore, I know people do a Sunday to Sunday cooking. So they would cook on Sunday, keep, freeze some bit of it, keep the rest of it in the top shelf. Don't do that. Please cook fresh daily as much as possible, as much as possible. Eat your food soon. Don't let your food wilt. Wash food with as little water as possible. Use the right kind of cleaning agents to clean your fruits and vegetables. Cut your food at the last minute, very, very important. Oftentimes, we cut fruit salads and this salad and that salad कि अच्छा 3-4 घंटे बाद खाएंगे. आप खाइए, जरूर खाइए. The taste would be certainly pretty decent, but the nutritional value would have severely been depleted thereafter. Eat with skin. I know of families who actually thoroughly clean their vegetables like potatoes and also make a sabzi out of the potato skin, because that has a lot of fiber, that has a lot of nutrition. I'm not recommending, I'm just suggesting. Cook your food quickly and away from water. Use minimalistic time to keep your food on the stove, because the more you cook, the more you are leaching out the vitamins and minerals. And don't store your food, definitely. Now, unlocking nutrients, this is a pictorial representation ke aapki body mein jab aap khana khate ho, by the time it reaches your gut, where all is what all vitamins and minerals getting absorbed, starting from your mouth and your esophagus. So there are certain items that get absorbed in esophagus, then you have stomach. You can click a picture, very simple. I don't want to get into too much of detail. There are some vitamin K and biotin gets absorbed in your large intestine, etc., etc. Okay. Now, coming back to that question, K, yes, we've clicked a picture as to what vegetable and what fruit gives us what particular vitamin or mineral. अब क्या हम रोज एक टेबल लेके बैठे हुए, we are actually checking as to which fruit and vegetable and which dal and which sabji is actually giving me all of that. Are you going to eat hard or are you going to eat smart? How much time, if we don't have the time enough to cook 3 fresh meals a day, how many times can we actually sit down to, measure that all my vitamins and mineral requirement is being taken care by what I'm eating today? So yes, either you can have 233 strawberries, 16 cups of pumpkin for vitamin C, 233 strawberries for vitamin A, 7 fillets of salmon for vitamin D, etc., etc. Or you can have this one tablet called daily, which has all the essential 11 minerals and 13 vitamins in the recommended daily allowance quantity as prescribed by World Health Organization for any grown-up individual. It has this single tablet contains all of these 13 and more vitamins and minerals which you see on the left side of it. So either you can eat all of that every single day, or you can have this one supplement, because what this has is a concentrate of these nutrients which has been, the water has been dried off, the unnecessary the sweetness and everything has been eliminated and has been packaged in the form of one single tablet. Now this tablet also has been reformulated to give you an extended release of energy. The name is called Daily Plus, which means you need to have one tablet every single day. It will give you the immunity that you require to go through day by day, every day in the life. In life, it'll give you the energy that you require. It'll manage your stress much better and definitely improve your mental performance. Now it has the DLDR, which is a dual layer delayed release formulation, which helps you maximize conditions for absorption of nutrients. One layer of it gets immediately released and absorbed in your body. The extended release gets absorbed throughout the day so that the fatigue part of it gets completely eliminated from your daily life. Wow. So, what is the right time to have your micronutrients? Yes, it all boils down to the circadian rhythm. If you are eating your food when the sun comes, if you start eating your food when the sun comes up and you stop eating when the sun goes down, trust me, you're already a winner. You're already more than 90% there to an absolute great health. When nutrients are consumed as per body clock, your metabolic health outcomes will be good. You will feel more active, you will feel lighter, you will have no gut related issues, you will sleep better, your energy levels will be absolutely 10 on 10, and you will be fit. However, when you eat against the circadian rhythm, which is, probably a late dinner, a heavy dinner, a midnight snacking, etc., there will be genetic alterations. Your sleep rhythm will be greatly disturbed. The daily repair, rehealing that the body does at night when you sleep will be disrupted, because if you're eating late, that's the time your body will be busy trying to digest the food, which also eventually will not get digested because we will eat and we will go to sleep. So body will do double the effort trying to digest your food, which does not get digested eventually, and probably, will be taken care the next day. And also the repair, rehealing, the functions of the body will definitely get impacted, and that also will not happen. So yes, genetic alterations will happen. Yes, you will feel tired. Yes, you will have gut related issues. Yes, you will not sleep better. Yes, your cognition will get affected. So please, please, please try and start following the circadian rhythm. Now, what is the importance of having your micronutrients in breakfast? We greatly, greatly, greatly focus on morning nutrition. You definitely need to change your eating habits and start eating like your breakfast like a king. Have more than about 50% of your daily protein requirement in your breakfast, about 30% in your lunch, and 20% in your dinner. When you start your day right, when you eat a good breakfast, your energy production will kick in, giving you the energy to go through the entire day. It'll maintain a strong immune system and keep all the unnecessary infections, etc., and diseases at bay. It kickstarts with a proper intake. It maintains your bone and eye health. It also maintains your muscle health. It improves your cognition, good skin health, healthy weight. And vitamins and minerals are consumed by our body at night. Body has inadequate vitamins and minerals. So when your body is working, even when you are sleeping, these vitamins and minerals get used. So when you get up in the morning, अपनी body में petrol डालिए, अपनी body में, not literally, अपनी body में, give it all the fuel that it requires to have an absolutely fantastic day ahead. Now, what exactly is the rainbow connection? Remember, I told you that every color has a certain, importance or significance to it. How colorful fruits and vegetables impact our gut microbiome or our health? Colors in vegetation are due to this complex structure called pigments in them. Seasonal fruits have even better amounts of nutrients. Why is it that people start talking about kheera and kakadi and, all types of gourds, bottle gourd, this gourd, that gourd during summers? Because these are rich in natural, they are naturally high in water content, and that's exactly what you need during the summers. Why is it that you start having dry fruits in winters and you have, these the certain vegetables like cauliflower, etc., in winters? Because they are naturally very warm, so they will soothe your gut. It will warm your gut, it will give all the required energy it requires to sustain through winters. So every fruit, every vegetable which comes in a particular season has a particular significance. These fruits and vegetables are rich with soluble and insoluble fibers, which are very friendly for our gut health and promote good bacteria. As much as fond of you may be of fruits, just keep in mind, have them first thing in the morning and don't mix two fruits. Okay, the red color that we have, they have basically have chemicals like carotenoids, melanins, and procythinins. Okay, and the green color has chlorophyll and phycocyanins. Now, when you talk of red color, we're talking about carrots, we're talking about tomatoes, we're talking about bell peppers, we're talking about strawberries, watermelons, etc. All your green color vegetables and fruits, whatever that they may be, they carry chlorophyll. Or your orange and yellow color fruits and vegetables, they have cryptothanxin, which is your papaya, which is your oranges, turnips, etc. Sorry. kaddu, whatever that may be, I'm not getting the pineapple, etc. Your white and brown color fruits and vegetables have allicin. So you have your garlic, you have potatoes, you have your mushrooms, etc. Orange to purple or bluish color, again like your brinjal, your turnip, etc., are the ones that carry anthocyanins and proanthocyanins. Cool. Now we come to plant pigments. Now, when you talk about plant pigments, it has allicin, it has prebiotic-like effects. ये क्या करेगा? आपके beneficial bacteria को promote करेगा, आपके gut को healthy करेगा. So that is why a lot of people say if you have gut-related issues, it's a good idea to probably have garlic in some form or the other. The anthocyanins, they have anti-inflammatory properties. दे ऑल्सो आर प्रीबायोटिक्स, आपके गट में जो गुड बैक्टीरिया है उसकी ग्रोथ को एनहांस करेगा. द क्लोरोफिल कंटेंट also has anti-inflammatory properties, and it also supports the digestive health. It supports the growth of beneficial gut bacteria. The carotenoids like lutein, lycopene, and beta carotene, they promote gut health through various mechanisms. Now, coming to all these chemicals, they are found to be having antioxidant common hai, anti-inflammatory property common hai. They improve your gut health significantly. Now, how would you eat a rainbow-based diet? Very important. Chart nahi bana sakte roz har, you can't be getting back to the picture that you've clicked in the earlier slides. But yes, try and have at least 5 different colors of vegetables throughout the day in some form or the other across your 3 meals. Plan your meals with color in mind. Snack on fruits and vegetables firstly. Avoid snacking as much as possible, but if you have to, probably snacking on a single apple will be a lot better than snacking on a bag of chips or any kind of processed or packaged food. Experiment with new products. Get into smoothies and salads, probably if you feel the need to. Now, also understand, there are a lot of people, especially Punjabis, we love to have palak paneer, that's one of our favorite dishes. And what is very interesting is that when you have palak paneer together, the nutrient value of that sabzi gets completely nullified because you have paneer, which is calcium, you have palak, which is iron, and both of them counter each other's absorption in the body. So be aware of what you're actually having, and taste may not be always the thing. Of course, whatever food you're having, you can make it tasty. The benefits should be that your food will be rich. It'll be rich in nutrients. It'll boost your immunity. आपके डाइजेशन को इम्प्रूव करेगा, आपके गट में गुड बैक्टीरिया को प्रमोट करेगा, उसको बढ़ाएगा. आपकी स्किन हेल्थ, योर हेयर हेल्थ, योर नेल हेल्थ विल इम्प्रूव. एंड डेफिनेटली, बिकॉज everything is going great in the body, your mental health will be taken care of significantly. This is just an example. I picked it up long time back. I love to experiment with my salads. Badi simple si salad hai. There's nothing that I had to really procure from the market specially. There's carrot on the left side, there's capsicum, there's mooli, there's beetroot, there's chana, there's pyaz, there's tomato. All of these things are available in your fridge regularly. On the right side, again, the same thing, cut differently, presented a little differently with a little bit of yogurt dip or, your hung curd or whatever. Again, everything is homemade. Make your food very appetizing. Uh, Decorate it well, present it well, if not decorate, because that is how you enjoy eating your food. And finally, sorry, cool. Now, coming back to the supplementation, coming back to the rainbow connection, one of the best ways after Daily Plus is where you can actually have concentrated fruits and vegetables, again by Nutrilite. This is a very, very, very effective, very beneficial, very potent combination which will help you take care of your daily vitamins and minerals requirement as prescribed, the recommended daily allowance. It supports heart health. It supports your blood vessel health. It gives you the vitamin C for functioning. It promotes your colon health. These are a few things that are a part of the concentrated fruits and vegetables. You have quercetin, you have ellagic acid, you have hesperidin, which supports your circulatory system, lutein, which supports your eye health greatly, lycopene, which protects men's health and healthy prostate. It has about 60 tablets. This will be a fantastic way to bridge the gap of what vitamins and minerals your body needs on a daily basis and what you're actually getting. So you definitely will not be able to supplement the whole thing from your food intake, But whatever the balance remains, the gap, that can be taken care by Nutrilite concentrated fruits and vegetables. And finally, we come back to the most important slide, which says that start your everyday with gratitude and optimism. There is a lot of negativity in the world, but if you can start your day with whatever, be thankful for whatever you have. And trust me, we have a lot than what most others in the world don't have. I still feel that people who are a part of this community still come in the top 15% of the world's population in every way. And we have enough reasons to be grateful about it. Have your daily nutrition, have your daily nutrition for your mental health, have your daily nutrition for your physical health. Do an activity every single day, read a book, meet somebody, speak to your mentor so that you can get the right mindset to live your life. Intentions, visualize and set clear intentions. It is only because a thought once came to my mind, and as random as that was, I kind of just stuck onto that thought, which helped me, reverse my health issues and be where I am today. Learn something new every single day, because we are one of the most intelligent species, and if we don't make use of our intelligence, then why are we even living? And exercise daily, no matter what we say, no matter what you eat, no matter how busy you are, no matter how much are you traveling. If you aren't exercising every single day in one form or the other, we're not doing justice to our body. And finally, I know, because Veda and Farooq often ask me to do that, this was my transformation being a part of this journey. I still have a long way to go. I have set some new goals, so hopefully that will happen. I will lose some more but weight, but I will definitely looking forward to gaining a lot more health in the way. That's all from my side. Over to you, Veda.
Thank you so much, Deepika, and what a fabulous walkthrough of micro and phytonutrients, but even more so, very, very, very inspiring to see your journey and, participating together in this journey, of course. So, folks, I hope you did take away a lot and will be focusing on the colors on your plate henceforth and taking your supplementations as well. Do we have any questions on this particular topic or anything else that even Farooq mentioned about? I don't see. You can actually unmute yourself or raise your hands. Okay. If we don't have any questions, we will close the session for tonight. We will see you on Friday, and where we will be covering on weight management, obesity, etc. A lot more, how you can control or manage your weight rather. So see you then. See you this Friday, coming Friday at 9 p.m. Good night. God bless.